What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel, Action Creature. Today we're looking at the amazing Yamaguchi Revoltech Toy Story Buzz Lightyear version 1.5. um, yeah, and so my overall thoughts so far, I've taken it out of the box and kind of played with it a little bit. It's a nice figure. It's a little finicky, like how Revoltechs are, but once you kind of work around those things, I think you can look past it for what it is. But yeah, so let's just go ahead and get in with that detail here. So just like the Woody, I mean, the detail here is super crisp. I mean, that face is just perfectly accurate to Buzz. It looks just like him. It's got like all the details inside the helmet too, which is really cool. The deco, like the Lightyear sticker and the Space Ranger sticker, look just spot on. I mean, there's nothing wrong. It looks fantastic. The button paint, really clean. These purple lines, super clean. Yeah, the belt here, super clean paint, no bleeding. Honestly, I don't know how they do it. It's really nice. We'll look at the arm here. The arm is really clean. Maybe a little bleeding on that red light right there, but I could look past that. Got the laser here. And this is actually a translucent red plastic, which I really appreciate. I like that. Here's the hands. Clean paint again. Really nicely done. Look at the feet here. You know, the sculpt even has like where the screw holes would be on the toy, like in Toy Story, which is cool. I like that too. It's a nice detail. The back, super clean again. Nothing wrong with it. I mean, I'm really impressed by Revoltech and their paint. I mean, wow, super clean, just no issues. It's always a bummer when you get a figure, you're excited about it, and then the paint's all messed up, and you're like, should I return it? Should I try to fix it myself? Should I just be like okay with it or whatever? Because, it is a toy and those things happen, but it's really nice when you don't have to worry about it at all. So I do appreciate that. But yeah, okay, that's enough with taking a look at the paint and sculpt and everything. Now I'm just going to give you guys a quick look at the accessories here. One thing I do want to mention, the way the articulation is with the knees. Oh yeah, that's one thing I forgot. I'm kind of glad that happened. He does have Andy on the bottom of his boot there. But what I was saying earlier is that the way the articulation is, it kind of makes the knees look like knock-kneed. When we get into articulation, I'll see if I can fix that and make it look better. But I do want to point that out because I guess that does kind of go into the sculpt. Okay, our first accessory here is another alien like we got with Woody. You can pop the face off of this one too and move the eyes around, and I'll try to show you all that real quick. So yep, you just go in there with that little tool and move the eyes around. They're super stiff, but once you break them, I'm sure they'll get moving. And I mean, just nicely done, nothing wrong with the paint, just like the Buzz. Very nice. I like it. The arms do articulate, and so does the head. It just kind of oh okay, so the hinge here is super, if y'all can see, the hinge there is really stiff, so I guess I would be careful rotating it. It's not broken. I just unpegged it. So I just got to peg that back in. And I'll do that later. But yeah, it's not broken. Just need to peg it back in. So guess it doesn't swivel as much, but it does tilt side to side like that and look up and down. But yeah, so that just needs to be popped back in right there. See? He's fine. All right. Next, he does come with 3 army men, which is really cool. This one, my only gripe with this one is he's looking straight forward. I feel like he should be looking sideways. You know, it doesn't look like he's about to hand it off to anyone since his hand is like on the grip there. But I mean, nonetheless, it does look good. That's just a little nitpick, like he should be looking straight forward. Next one. I think this is the main guy that was like commanding everyone at the beginning of the first movie. Such a good scene too, like how they're having to work around the dog and everything, trying to see what new toys are coming. Love that. But yeah, looks really good. And our last one here is this guy right here. And this one's pretty cool because I actually had one of these when I was a kid that was in this exact pose. I remember having like my Godzilla eat it endlessly and all that stuff. Good times. I miss those days. But yeah, it looks really good. All right, so now let's get into the alternate faces. You got like Buzz grinning here, and you know, it looks really good. I like how they didn't miss like the blush on the cheeks and everything, and it looks really nice. Obviously, you can move the eyes too. But yeah, the chin, super clean, right? The eyes look so good. Nothing wrong with it. I just love a figure that has good paint. And then we got another smiling face. This one looks good too. And then we got a kind of smirking, like, you know, kind of cocky face, I guess. Or like fed up face, which I like this too. And then we got this surprise face, which is probably my favorite. A lot of pictures that you could take with this kind of face. But yeah, they all came out really good. I'm happy. And it's nice that the mouth actually has depth too. It looks just like the animation, doesn't it? And then our next accessory here is interchangeable wings. And I really like how they did the translucent plastic here. That looks so good, doesn't it? Hell yeah. And the paint's all super clean. Looks really nice. And then this one, the only difference here is it has the red in the translucent plastic, just like a plain would. Super cool. And then our last accessory is a nice little flight stand. And I have used it. It's really nice. It's super sturdy, so you don't have to worry about it falling over or anything. These do clamp. And Woody does come with one of these as well. And I guess, yeah, one more thing to mention here. He does come with another one of these backdrops like Woody came with. I do wish that maybe we got a different background, like a space background or something for Buzz, but this is okay. If you only get one or the other, this is nice to have between Buzz and Woody. But all right, let's get on to the main event, the articulation here. So we'll start off with the head. It can lean side to side. He can turn his head. The one thing that does kind of suck is the helmet is in the way, so it makes it hard for you to get in there and really turn it. But once you do, it's good. It does not look down at all. That's as far as it goes from the side. He can look up a little bit for some flight poses, which is not too bad. Maybe you could push it more, but I wouldn't. Just in case if you knock the head off, like it would be really hard to get it back on with how the dome is here. Okay, so the dome, it does have a hinge. Oh, let me push his head back a little bit. Just scraped. Okay. So yeah, the dome is just on a hinge here, so you can close it. I do wish it kind of locked into place as it is. It just kind of floats around. It would be nice if it could lock in, but it doesn't. The back part here also shifts a little bit. So if it's open, you just, you move this back and then push it closed like that. And okay, now for the shoulders here. This is where I get a little frustrated. Like I wish the movement was a little bit better. Like I get Revoltech has to use their joints for everything, but I do wish they would sometimes implement different like versions of articulation. But for what this is, I guess it does the job. And it is a pretty small figure too. So arm can go 360, goes out to the side about that much, goes down almost all the way. Can shift to the shift forward a good bit. Does have a nice butterfly joint in there, which is good. We'll shift back to, not really, doesn't go back, but you don't really need it to anyway. Yeah, so no biceps swivel here, which is, I'm really missing that. I wish it had a bicep swivel there, but it doesn't. You can kind of rotate it here a little bit at the shoulder, but it's honestly not enough. That's my biggest gripe. I wish there was a bicep swivel, but it's okay. You do kind of get that with the elbow joint here, as you can see. If I can get everything to stop moving, you can, shift it like that. So that's where you'll get your bicep swivel. Does have the single jointed Revoltech joint, so you can bend it in about that much and get that salute pose. We'll straighten out all the way. And then you get another ball hinge here at the wrist. So go side to side, and if you rotate it, it'll go up and down for some karate chop action. Now, oh yeah, I guess one thing I didn't mention earlier with accessories is he doesn't come with any extra hands, which kind of sucks. I wish he got a fist hand. It would have been really nice. But he does have articulated fingers, so the fingers can go down that far, and the thumb moves around on a ball joint here. So, I mean, the closest you can get to a fist is about like that, which is, I guess from the front looks okay, but yeah, I really wish he got some fist hands. But yeah, okay, let's fix his arm here. He does have a ball joint at the waist, so he will shift forward a little bit. He will shift back. Not the biggest range, honestly. Does go side to side a little bit. Nothing too impressive here. Yeah, not too impressive. Wish that was a little better. Okay, so for the hips, they will go straight out, and then you have to rotate them, and they'll go out to the side too, which is a more than enough amount. The knees, yeah, let's see if we could fix the knock knee looking stuff going on here. Just kind of have to rotate that ball. That looks a little better. Still a little knock-kneed compared to this side. Does look better though. Yeah, you just kind of have to mess around with it. So yeah, but anyway, so for the knees, they'll go that far back, which is a perfect amount for a Buzz here. And then they do swivel too, obviously, and same thing with the hips, does swivel. And then for the ankles here, they'll go down that much. They'll go up that much. And then he does have a decent ankle pivot, if I can get it to move. Yeah. That's pretty good. It's good enough for Buzz here. Yeah. So overall, I think the articulation could have been a little bit better here for Buzz, but I will take it. It's not terrible. You just kind of have to mess around with it. It's a standard, thing people say about Revoltech. The joints are weird or whatever, blah blah blah. But yeah, once you mess around with it, it's good enough, I think. Okay, so lastly, we'll do some size comparisons here. So here he is next to Woody, and I mean, was Buzz that short? I I don't know if that works, honestly. He looks really short. But Woody is kind of tall in the movie. I would hope that Revoltech would get it right. It's been a while since I've watched the movie. So I'll have to look back and see. Because I do remember, like, some scenes, like, when Woody is, like, angry at Buzz, he, like, grabs him and he's pretty much, like, standing over him. Like, I know Woody is taller, but I don't know if he's this much taller. But yeah, I don't know. You'd have to look at pictures. I really can't right now. I'm looking on my phone. I wish I thought of this before I started recording, but yeah. Either way, they look good together, I think. In person, the size difference doesn't really bother me that much. After this, I'm going to go look at pictures, and you guys can comment and let me know what you think too. But yeah, there he is next to Woody. So now we'll compare him to a Super 7 Ninja Turtle. And we got our standard Marvel Legends over here. The Shocker. And we got a Bandai Godzilla. And then last, this figure is really cool. I like it. I'm going to compare it. We got the Hammond Collection T-Rex. Yeah, it would be really cool to see someone try to customize this figure to look like Rex from Toy Story. But yeah, I mean, look at this guy. He's awesome. Let me know if you guys want to see a review on him. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. I saw my last video, the review of the Woody figure, got like 900 views, so thank you for that. That's awesome. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys want to see me review certain figure, just comment below. Let me know what you guys want to see. But as of now, I'm thinking my next review is probably going to be the NECA Ultimate Jungle Hunter Predator. I picked that one up just so I can compare it to the Mezco whenever I get that Predator. But yeah, so you guys have that to look forward to. Thank y'all for watching. This has been a Action Creature review.